Moctober week 2 is here, and Ryan has actually done some work on his mock. After silencing last year's naysayers, they are few and far between this year. Perhaps a trip to Lego Mecca will set Ryan on the right path to finish this year's mock in time. I've sent him an envelope with an undisclosed amount of shekels. Yalla, let go.
Hello and welcome to Moctober 2019 episode 2, guys. I am really hyped to get some building done this week. Last week we got much of the outline that I needed done, and this week we're going to be hitting the Lego store. I'm really hoping that they're going to have all of the parts that I need. I really don't know, because the pick-a-brick wall is like a constant flux. You just never know what you're going to get. Life is like a box of chocolates, and usually it's just crap on the pick-a-brick wall. So we're going to have to wait and find out how that turns out as far as getting parts off the pad wall. If not, maybe I'll have to order stuff online this week, because the clock is ticking, as my drill instructor always says. Definitely have the clock ticking on Moctober. Basically, this is half of Moctober after this episode is over, so definitely need to get a good portion done this week, or at least have myself set up for success for next week, so that I can really grind out maybe most of the mock, maybe 80% done. So the goal for this week is to finish up the floor, or at least get some of the more flooring done. Definitely get some walls up on this base, because we need to start going vertical. Running out of time on that. And then maybe try to start planning what we're going to be doing outside and around the base, but I'm still not really sure. Maybe that'll be like a last final week thing that I will do, but something of that nature would be nice to get done this week. So if you guys do enjoy Moctober, leave a like on the video. This is of course week 2 out of 4, and then we're gonna have a finale to finish it off. So this is Moctober episode 2. Yalla, let's go. And the mock is in a little bit of a poor state. I have just kind of piled stuff on here because I have no space to put it anywhere else right now. So that's where I'm at. I got to get this cleaned off so I can actually continue to work on the mock. We got the double Apple stores on the front facade. I love what I did with these black things, though. I'm going to need to get a couple of black 2x2 tiles. I could not find any in my collection, but that will nicely finish that off on the sides there. So that looks really clean to me. I think that's going to look pretty cool. Lego store tomorrow. So I'm going to go and we're going to get a bunch of parts for hopefully the rest of the walls. And I don't know if I'm going to do a roof or not yet. If I don't do a roof, I can tile this off and make it look clean. Maybe I'll add like a little bit of something here for like defenses. But other than that, if there's not a roof, it'll just kind of, I don't know. A roof would be pretty dope, not going to lie. I'll try a roof. We're going to try. Maybe I could use, could I use base plates for the roof? I don't know if this is going to, I could do, it's going to be, it doesn't line up perfectly. I gotta think about it. I gotta clean this up and actually get more work done. I was expecting to go to the Lego store for this week for Moctober, and obviously that didn't happen. I might still go later this week if I'm bored and have time. So I've been working on the back wall, and I'm gonna need a lot more of these 2x6 gray bricks. Hopefully they have them at the Lego store, but I need like, I don't know, 700 more or something to fill out this. Now as for the back side, I decided to go with the clear glass panels because I think it'll let in a lot of light into the mock, especially if I decide I want to add a roof. These 1x4 tiles on top are temporary just to hold it together nicely so I don't keep knocking them over, but that is to the height of the front side of the mock, so that's just kind of starting to fill it out. Looks pretty cool. I could fill it in with all clear glass. That is an option. I need you guys to vote on the poll. It could be all glass, it could use the brick piece, we could use the cylinder piece, or we could use white pieces. Or if you have other, please comment it down below. But those are the options that I'm thinking of right now, so let me know if it should just be all glass or if I should fill it in with something in between to create some separation. But I think it looks cool nonetheless. We're going to go with it. The Lego store, and I don't see all the parts that I need for the mock, so we're going to be making some changes, that's for sure. It's Anthony's fault. He has bad juju. Bad juju. Not helping. So I'm probably going to do white 2x6s for the walls instead of light gray 2x6s, because that's just what they have. Maybe I'll work in some red as well. That would kind of be like a cool stripe going around. Maybe, maybe not. And then for the floor, I wanted black 6x8 plates, but they only have, oh, those are card pieces. Black 2x4 plates over here. So that's probably what I'm going to go with for the flooring there. But Blaine is beginning, so I need to begin to grab parts. That's about full, right? It's about full. No, we're gonna lid that one off. That's a good cup. All right, I've got all my pad cups. Looks like we have about 13 cups, which is actually the same amount as Blaine got. A lot of 2x6 bricks. and black 1x4 plates. So very excited to use these in the mall. So here are all 13 Pick-a-Brick cups that I got at the Lego store. Predominantly a lot of 2x6 white bricks, and that's because they didn't have light gray, so we're definitely going to be making some changes to the planning of what the layers are going to look like, but I'm going to figure that out. We're just going to be using 2x6 white bricks, a lot more than I was expecting to, which should look fine because we're already using white on the front anyway, so it'll just match right in, I think. Now, as far as these other 3 cups on the side here, these are all 2x4 black plates. And that's because they did not have 6x8 black plates, so I had to go with something smaller, but I still wanted it black, so we found the 2x4 black plates, and I got 3 cups of them. So I was told I need 4 for insurance, but I went with 3, so feeling a little lucky today. Hopefully it will fill out the entire floor. I'll try to get some of that done here very soon, but overall I'm very happy with the selection of parts that I was able to get. Now, I didn't go and fill all these cups all the way very perfectly. I mean, it took long enough to fill them as is. I put some filler in some of them, but most of them I just left empty like this, which is not the way to do it if you have the most time and want to do it, but I just kind of got all the bricks and left it as is. So that's what we're working with. Let's get back to building. So what I had been doing is laying these 2x4s down with studs, and that included placing these studs in between them every time, and I think that is a lot more time consuming than what I'm doing now with these 2x2 green plates that I found. So I would do that, and then I would place it like on the in-between part of the base plate. But now I've just laid these out, and that's going to make it a lot easier for me to basically just go in and lay them down just really quickly. And I just got to fill this part in here so that it doesn't like bend in on the one that's going to be empty essentially. But yeah, that's going to be a much more efficient way for me to do this. And now I can basically go through with these 2x4 plates and just lay them down really quickly, which I think is a lot better. So this is what 1 cup of my white 2x6s got me filled up. It's not too much, but I'm hoping that, you know, in scale, the 10 other cups that I have will fill up a considerable larger amount than that. But yeah, I'm going to keep filling this up and see how high we can get with a couple more cups, and then probably wrap. So I think this is about where I'm going to wrap my building for this week. We got the front facades up. We got a considerable amount of the floor done here with the 2x4 plates. I ran out of those green plates, so I'm going to need to find something else to fill space for the rest of this. I'm thinking that 3 cups might not be enough. I might need a little bit more, because that was 1 cup. You say 2 cups will fill most of this, and then the 3rd cup's got to fill in between. Maybe. It'll be close. It'll definitely be close. Should be interesting to see if next week it is enough to cover the entire base like I want to, but we'll have to wait and find out on that. But yeah, let's go ahead and do a quick outro. So that is all I got done for week 2 of Moctober, and I must say I'm actually kind of disappointed with myself. I didn't work on it as much as I had wanted to. I definitely didn't get as much done as I had wanted to. I really only worked on it basically 2 days of the week. Basically, I think Saturday and then today, Friday, I think I worked on it. So I did not get as much done as I was hoping to, but I think I'll be all right because I did get a lot of the parts that I should need to at least build the rest of the wall structure for the base, and of course finishing out the floor, and then I can actually fill in the interior next week. The goal next week is to finish out the floor. We'll finish up the walls, and then we can start building the interior, figure out the logistics of actually building any bit of a roof on top, and then as well I need to figure out what I want to do with that exterior building area. Now I can always just say, screw it, I'll just take those base plates out of the mock, but I don't want to do that. I do want to actually have something built off to the side as well, because I built that really nice bridge and I really want to put it to use. So definitely need to find a good way to put that bridge to use, because I just like the design way too much. So I don't know if I'm going to have to go back to the Lego store or not to get more parts. It's entirely possible that maybe week 4 in a pinch I'll have to go back and get more to finish up the mock, but we'll see where I'm at after next week, of course. You guys were awesome. Last week I think I got like 1,500 likes on the video, so if we could hit somewhere in that range again, it would be awesome. Just great to see that much support from Moctober. Only comes once a year, of course, so always fun to be doing the Moctober videos. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions for the mock moving forward. If there's any changes you want to see me make, the time is now, because next week we'll hopefully be finishing up the bulk of the external structure and everything and have that all done. Moving into week 4, where I'll hopefully finish up some of the finer interior details and then be done with it for the finale on week 5 or whatever you want to call it. So that's it for Moctober episode 2 2019. I'll see you all again next week on Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern for episode 3.